Today we have a very special guest. His name is Thay Hang Truong. He's the founder of the Compassionate Service Society. And this summer, 2012, they hosted the World Peace Gathering. Thay, can you tell us more about the World Peace Gathering?
Yes, the World Peace Gathering is something that we have done for years already. The Buddhist group, we thought that if we want to have the peace outside, we need to have the peace inside. But how do we really actualize the peace outside? So we get people together, so practical gathering, and then we not only talk, but we practice how to connect mind, heart to heart.
Yes.
And that's why the peace begin. So the peace begin in terms of really appreciate what others is, and really appreciate goodness from others, but not just try to impose any thought on any other people. And that's why we feel the peace can be achieved if each of us really recognize the beauty, the goodness of others, appreciate that goodness, and then we do our very best how to imitate, how to emulate, and how to really bring the peace from ourselves out and peace from people's out. So that's the whole idea of why we want to have a World Peace Gathering. But it turned out to be very large scale, mostly the Vietnamese base, and we have some Chinese and American. But it started off a little small, but then now, this year, after 4 years, we have 1,500 people who gather, and they're very moving because they really bring out their heart, and they know that when they go to the World Peace Gathering, they don't go to the ceremony. They go to meet people, talk, they attend many of the sessions, and they share ideas, their thoughts, their view, so on.
Yes.
And so it becomes one of the things that we are so touched, because we know that people don't just come for a religious event, but they come to share their experience and truly, show their goodness and their love. That's the idea.
And as you very well know, and you've talked about this, the theme of our episode is on appreciation. Can you elaborate on how the washing hands ceremony promotes that theme, and how the people who partake of that ceremony respond to it?
Okay, the washing hand ceremony. So washing hand is one of the main things that we did at the World Peace. So we bring father and mother, and we bring children come, and the washing hand ceremony actually is happening like this. For example, you ask your mom to come, and she sits on the chair, you kneel down, and you wash your mom's hands. And the act of holding someone's hands, touching someone's hand, and use the water and wash, and take time, and then look in the person's eyes, and then you use your best, meaning you will speak what is in your heart. For example, Mom, I love you. To do that, at the same time, you holding your hands, and the water washing away all kind of, we call the something disconnect, but the water connect us together. And as you wash somebody else's hands, you actually you renew the relationship.
Right.
So it's really touching. And by doing that, sometimes you really appreciate what your mom did to you, or for you, and what your dad. So you wash your hands with your parents, or maybe some friends. So appreciation bring out the love within. And that is the meaning of how we want to have peace.
Absolutely. And it sounds like this act of humility brings out that really humanizing experience in a person.
Very much.
Yes.
The human experience, yes.
Wow.
So the most interesting thing of the whole hand washing ceremony, not only just we washing our parents' hands, but the parents also washing the children's hands.
Wow.
The reverse roles. So everyone have a fair share of responsibility, because your anger is not caused by yourself, but by somebody else when we interact, right?
Yes.
So now the person who caused your anger now sitting there, and you maybe washing the hands of that person, you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," even you don't make any mistake. You see what's going on?
Absolutely.
So that is a real appreciation, because you recognize the beauty in others.
Wow, it sounds like a very touching ceremony.
Yeah.
Thay, is there any last thoughts that you'd like to share with our audience today?
I think the one thing I really want to share with everyone is that sometimes we have a lot of love within us, but we don't know how to express it. We don't know how to say it. So we need to have a mean ceremony to do it. It's not a hand washing ceremony, but everything during the time that you live here with everyone else around you is sometimes a very simple act of kindness, but we need to express in a way that people can accept it, and it will bring out love. And love is really something that we need to have in life.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Thay Hang Truong, for being a part of this interview.
I appreciate it.
And thank you for watching.
And that concludes our episode on appreciation.
Join us next time for more life lessons, fun, and adventures.